What's up customizers, today we're going to be making a Recon Commando. This is a skin steamer from the original Republic Commando game and is one of my all-time favourite looks for commandos. Now, this video is going to be a little bit different than usual by me showing more of how I made this figure, but sped up a bit to prevent it from being a 2-hour video, so please let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If there's something you want to see more clearly, don't forget to use the YouTube playback feature to slow down the video. But first we're going to be taking apart the base body ready for priming. The Commando has a lot of 3D printed parts, so not everything here is going to be used for the final figure, but it's always good to keep spare parts lying around for future projects. Slicing and heating up parts are essential for ensuring the base body doesn't break when removing parts. With the parts separated, it's time to Dremel the base body to allow the 3D printed parts to fit correctly. These parts I've already sanded down to ensure the parts are smooth and no print lines are visible. For those curious, I'm using DS Artworks Battlefront 2 Commando kit that I printed myself, his link will be in the description. To remove the biceps from the torso, there's two small tabs inside of the torso that I slice off. For dremeling down every part going forward, there's a lot of trial and error and taking it very slowly so you don't dremel too much or too little off. The amount you dremel will determine which base body, what type of 3D printed kit you're using, and not everyone's will be the same. For me, I didn't need to Dremel these parts at all, so always double check each part beforehand. Next is priming. I'm using black for the base body, white for all of the armour, and a clear coat after everything is dry. Now onto the painting. I would start by adding all the black areas first with Vallejo Black. As for the main colour of this figure, I used a mix of Andrea Blue and Neutral Grey. While that was drying, so I knew I had the right colour, I wanted to begin working on the visor by using Citadel Sotek Green and gradually adding Vallejo White layer by layer to give it a glowing effect. I then began to clean up any mess I'd made by scraping away the excess paint away with my hobby knife. This is where that protective coat from earlier comes in handy. Now that I was satisfied with the blue mix from earlier, I began to paint the rest of the blue markings throughout the rest of the armour.
Turn it up a new degree, bitch, you ain't seen anything. I pop off with the new rock, electronic, blow the sonic roof up. I'm too honest when I take a few shots. They're too toxic, need to take a new song. And you cannot save me, cause I don't need saving. It's everything I've been chasing, all here for the taking. Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots. You are not as tough tracks and some music that you never guessed. I don't slack, don't lose, learn your lesson yet. When I get to choose what I do, I'm like a weapon. I'm not sharp as many, but got hard. I'm ready to change scars to envy, to win large and plenty. I like to play fast, never change back. Calling out, I'll pay back, cause I'm great at that. Oh, you cannot save me, cause I don't need saving. It's everything I've been chasing, all here for the taking. Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who
we're not as tough, though.
Don't wanna test your luck with me. I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who were have-nots, who were not as tough as me. Don't wanna test your luck with me. I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who were have-nots, who were not as tough as me.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed, thinking something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free. You know I'm addicted to you, and it's twisted, you've been gifted with the evil voodoo. Got me coming back for more, even when I've been screwed. Dolls full of pins, pierce my heart straight through. I got issues in my head, I like you in my bed, but you keep me on red. Oh, everything is like a test, I better not text or I'll come off desperate.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed, thinking something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
So if I play dead, will you regret everything that you did, that you said? I don't think you understand what you're doing, and my heart's black and blue from the bruising. I feel like when I'm with you I'm losing. I feel like you think that this amusing, sitting there gaslighting and confusing. Was it me? Is it me? Am I deluded? I'm the one who's always sorry, the conclusion. Even though I offer all of the solutions, I wish you loved me like I love you, it's stupid. When I'm alone with you I never feel lucid. I wish I wasn't struck by Cupid. I wish when I first saw you I knew this. When I'm with you I feel so useless, I feel diluted, my heart's been wounded. Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings.
Once each part has enough coats of paint, I then cleaned up any mistakes with the exact same wave with the visor from earlier to get sharper lines.
Baby, you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed, thinking something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me? 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 Then will you get bored of killing me?
Now that I was happy with all the blue, it was time to brighten up those gauntlets with some Citadel Uriel yellow. hard to see, but the design does have some orange on some of the raised areas of the yellow, so I thought Fire Dragon Bright would do the job. Sometimes using the scraping method doesn't work, but it's nothing touching up with a little Vallejo white won't solve. Now it was onto the Republic logo. As you can see, everything was done by eye. I made a few small points to create a base for the outer circle. I just went from there. With plenty of touching up and cleaning up any mistakes, I sure got it in the end. Next I used neutral grey to paint some of the smaller details. Now it was time for panel lining. I used Vallejo Black mixed with water to create a wash. This in my opinion is one of the most important things to do for Commandos, as it really brings out that sculpted detail for the armour. Once that was fully dry, it was rinse and repeat by cleaning up any mistakes. Let me know if the longer format videos like this are your type of thing down in the comments, or you prefer me to leave out the repeated steps for a shorter video. For a few small details, I use Sotek Green by itself to stand against the blue of the armour. This creates the screens or anything else that would light up on this figure. Now for my weathering method. Customers can request different types of weathering for their figures. However, I always recommend this type of weathering for Commandos. I take neutral grey and a small piece of sponge and lightly dab it along the edges of each piece of the armour, giving it a warm feel. For this order, the customer requested a set of posing hands, allowing the figure to stand in much more dynamic poses. So for these I painted the gloves black and used Iron Hand steel for the vibroblade, grenade and additional weapons. I always enjoy painting the grenade lights red to make them look activated. For this I use Evil Sun's Scarlet. Now that all the parts were painted, it was time to take them back outside for another coat of matte clear. Once all the parts were fully dried, I brought them back inside and picked up some gloss varnish and an old brush. This is to create a shine on some areas of the figure, like the visor. I use an old brush on this because the gloss coat can make some of your good brushes no longer usable. Once the gloss coat is fully dried, it's time to assemble the figure with some glue, a hairdryer and a lot of patience. As this is a fully 3D printed kit, it's important not to put too much stress onto the parts as they could break. As I thought I was coming to the end, I was totally unaware of a crucial mistake I had made. I wonder if you guys can guess it before I could. And then I finally noticed. I had painted both of the shins the same side, meaning that I had to inform the customer of my mistake and repeat the whole process again. This means that the custom was set back a bit and I needed to reprint, wash and cure the parts, sand it, prime it, paint it, clear coat it and reassemble it.
2,000 years later.
Let's say I was not too pleased with myself, but I could have easily edited this out and no one would have seen it, but I wanted to show that all of us can make silly mistakes with our customs. And there he was, all finished up. And with this in mind, I think it's finally time to take some pictures of him. I'd like to thank everyone who has made it this far into the video. And if you've enjoyed, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. That's all from me in this video, and happy customizing.